Here's what's happening in Beaufort County.
Well, CERT's a very important program because PREACH itself is important. And what CERT is, it's a federal program that educates and trains our local citizens on how to prepare for any disaster, all hazards. So whether that's a hurricane or a tornado or flooding, it'll give them some tips on how to prepare and take care of themselves and their families. So this is a 20-hour or 9 modules, and we go through a couple modules. 2 of them are on medical, 1 of them is on fire suppression, and 1 is on search and rescue. So all of the training that they've gone through here, they'll be putting all of those skills and all of that knowledge together by going out and triaging victims, putting out fire, cribbing to extricate people, and that'll be a fun day.
Today has been a demonstration day after taking this class for a couple of weeks. And what we had to do is to enter a building that's been damaged by a natural disaster, and this is all simulated exercises. And there's a proper procedure of how you enter and sweep the building. And we had to identify victims and label them, whether or not they were able to walk out, whether or not they needed some other kind of medical care. In addition to that, we also learned how to use a fire extinguisher. And then we learned about cribbing, and that is how if you have an individual who has been trapped underneath some kind of a fixture, whether it's a piece of furniture or maybe a part of a building, we learned how we can use some boards to create like a fulcrum and get that person out.
What we do here is to give them not just the classroom portion of it, but the hands-on experience to help them be more comfortable if that need ever arises in their situation. This program helps the individual with the basic information and the basic hands-on experience to be able to take care of themselves, take care of a family member, and maybe even extend that to someone else close by in the neighborhood if need be. But the important thing is for them to take care of themselves until we're able to get to them and help them as first responders.
There aren't enough resources, professional resources in any area to handle an emergency. And I think everyone has an obligation to look after one another. And this is one way of doing just that.
I think what I've gained out of doing this class is a comfort level. As a nurse, I've known about some of these kind of response exercises, but to really do it today and to get a little bit more comfortable and knowing that I probably could participate and help somebody in the event of some kind of an emergency. I would definitely recommend this class to other people. I think sometimes people think that because, we're older adults, most of us who live in Sun City, maybe it's not a class for us. But I think it really is, because we really learn how to take care of ourselves in any kind of an emergency.
We have about 6 trainings per year, 1 every other month. So anybody who is interested in participating in a CERT class, they're certainly welcome to call emergency management to find out when that next class is and to get on the roster.
And that's what's happening in Beaufort County.